Alright, let's do another one of these videos. What is your 90s/000s pro tip that won't work today? 90s or early 2000s. Just a little thing. If you hear a baby crying in the background, that's my niece. I'm gonna record anyway. Keep a disposable camera in your glove compartment. If you get into a car accident, you can use it to take photos for insurance purposes. Not only did you just take out your cell phone. Pad all important files to 1.45 MB, so they're too big to be stolen on a floppy disk. 600 MB CD-ROMs were a revolution at the time. Oh man, I can remember when games started coming on CDs with videos and voiceovers and shit. It was magical. 1.45 megabytes? Holy shit, how small were floppy disks? That's tiny. You only need one Age of Empires CD between 3 players. Same with Warcraft 2. So many hours playing that game with random kids at the rec center. Shit, you guys remember rec centers? Also, you could use this trick to play your own music in-game, since that's all it used the disc for after the game loaded. Of course, I only learned this after it was already way more convenient to just play the music from Media Player in the background. Grab the free AOL floppies at ComUS checkout stands, then place a piece of tape over the lock hole, reformat the disc, and use them for personal files. Ooh. Buy 170 KB floppies and use special dedicated purpose hole punching tool to turn them into 1.44 MB. The disc media inside usually came off after the same factory and production line. If your mouse is lagging, take out the little ball and clean it. It's probably just dusty. We're like, take out the ball and pick off the ring of muck on the axis rollers with a small screwdriver. Print out the directions for MapQuest before you go somewhere. Oh, I remember doing that. And print the return directions, such a critical bit that I forgot so many times. When you get a 2-day rental from Blockbuster in the evening, you actually have until the morning of the 3rd day to return it without a late fee. The Blockbuster Rewards program was its own life hack. Only cost the annual price of 2 rentals, and could lead to dozens of free rentals if you knew how to work the system. I was going to ask you to elaborate, but then I realized it doesn't really matter. Former Blockbuster manager could still remember the details. 1 free movie for every 5 movie rentals. The counter reset the first of the month, so you couldn't string it out way too long. We used to have some regular customers that would regularly rent 6 on a Friday night to last the weekend. 1 free old movie a month. Basically anything not in the new release wall counted. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you can rent 1 and get 1 non-new release free. It was almost impossible not to make your money back in a year. Huh, I kind of miss Blockbuster. We used to have one like really close to where I live until a couple years ago, and then they got rid of it since they all went out of business. Now it's a Chipotle. I kind of miss Blockbuster, even though it's not really necessary anymore. It's so nice going in looking at movies in a physical realm. If you have Napster and a CD burner, you can make some extra money burning custom mix CDs for your friend. When leaving your car, hide your radio. LOL, I remember that one. Never shut down your computer unless you see the "it's okay to shut down your computer." I was amazed when I saw that. What? I don't have to park the hard drive anymore? Run home and delete the message on the answering machine after you got in trouble at school. Hello mother, hello father, here I am at Camp Grandpa. What? If you want to download a song, start downloading before bed. It should be at like 99% by the time you wake up. Also, no one will be calling at night except my dad's friend from the airport trying to find my dad, who, upon coming home hours later, walked into my room in complete silence, wrapped the phone cables around his fists, and ripped into 3 pieces. What? I remember having something that auto disconnects my internet whenever a phone call came through, and then reconnecting it. Not sure if it was a modem or solo teleco feature or a bug. I remember that used to happen to me too. For a while, every time the phone rang, my internet got disconnected. I don't know why. It was a couple of years ago, back in like I don't know, 2012 or 13 or something. Fold tape over dollar. Put in soda machine and pull it out. Free soda and change. Repeat. Doesn't work anymore. Stupid technology. Save yourself a lot of time and invest in a VHS rewinder. We just made my little sister do it. She also doubled as a remote. I had a DVD rewinder. Waiting for a phone call and don't want your parents to hear? Call the movie theater and listen to today's listings until you get a call waiting beep. Waiting for a phone call and don't want your parents to hear it ring? Call the movie theater and listen to today's listings until you can get a call waiting beep. Oh, okay, I think I get it. I used to call the movie listings all the time. My friend and I used to similar method, blah blah blah, I don't care. When your best friend wants to spend the night at her boyfriend's, just use three-way calling. Have her call your house from her boyfriend, switch to the other line and punch in her home number. Then connect to 2 calls and cover the mouthpiece and sticker as she tells her mom she's staying with you. You're welcome, Rachel. What? If you get a prank call, just dial *69 to call those fuckers back and confront them. Can you not do that anymore? Does this no longer work? I don't know, but I assume that you can just check the call history on your phone and see the number. Oh yeah, that's true. Make sure the TV is on channel 3. Oh yeah, for the DVD player and shit. Or for the VHS, I mean. If your shoes are a little loose, don't retie them, just pump them up. What? If you don't have any more room in your package bags before flying somewhere, wear cargo pants and cram a bunch of stuff in the pockets. To avoid getting gouged on drinks at the airport, stuff a couple bottles of sodas in those pockets and a plastic flag. I can remember right after 9/11 getting through security at JFK with a super big gulp. The guy was like, just take a sip for me. And that was that. Those were the days. I went through a knife phase in my teens this is a knife phase. We were dropping a family friend off at the airport and they all decided to walk through security to say goodbye at the gate. When it got to my turn, I suddenly remember I had a large straight blade knife on my belt. Not knowing what else to do, I take it out of the sheath, so I'm holding the naked blade on the security desk, then I put it in the little tray in the conveyor belt and walk through the metal detector. Knife goes through the machine and out the other side. I glance around, waiting for a reaction. Nothing. So I pick it up and put it back in my belt and go catch it with my family. Nope, there's no gun in this knife. Airport security before 2001. Still have the knife. Why would you carry? Oh, some people do stupid shit. When you're watching scrambled porn around midnight on the Playboy or Spice channels, make sure you have Cartoon Network or ESPN on your last channel button, just in case mom or dad check on you. Son, yes. Why are you jerking off to SportsCenter? Dad, Michael Jordan is just that good. Dad nods and walks away. Always carry change for a phone call. When you bury your next ripped Smash Mouth Nirvana or Alanis Morissette CD, make sure you close all open programs to avoid buffer underrun. Make sure you always carry extra AA batteries for your portable CD player and Game Boy or Game Gear. I remember I learned all about the sizes and shapes and which batteries were the best for my Game Boy. I spent so much money on batteries for my Game Boy. I really wish they had a charger back then. That would have saved me a lot of money and headache. If you have a quick message for someone and you are near a payphone but don't have 25 cents, dial 1-800-COLLECT, and when it asks to say your name, say the message real fast. Ring ring, hello, you have a collect call from, Bob, practice is over, come pick me up. Will you accept the charges? Press 1 for yes, 2 for no. I dated myself so much by leaving out the part about the payphone. Bob had a baby, it's a boy. For those who weren't there for the glorious commercial. Oh crap. Is that a Geico commercial? I remember that commercial, but I had no clue it was actually for... Wait, I wonder if I can watch this without getting Copyrighted.
Select call, please. First name Bob. Last name is the automated pizza boy.
Hello?
Mr. Bob, we automated pizza boy.
Sorry, wrong number.
Who's that, Jim?
Bob, they had a baby. It's a boy.
Bob, we had a baby, it's a boy. Oh, that's great. I remember this commercial so clearly that most of the time when I reference it, nobody gets it. I also had no idea it was for Geico. Put that chick's name in your MSN status if you dig her. What? Don't forget to express your mood with your favorite Linkin Park lyrics and spam that shit by going offline/online 100 times in 5 seconds. Ugh, you were that guy. The modern version of this is sending 47 WhatsApp messages instead of just talking in 4 complete sentences. When you rang someone, like on the house phone that the whole family shared, if it was engaged, you could enter a code I've forgotten that meant when they hung up, both phones would ring. Used to freak my mate's parents out. What? Edit. Using a pen/pencil to rewind/reset a cassette tape. Courtesy my housemate. Violently assaulting your television to get it to work. People would have a fit if you slapped their flat screen the way we used to slap the shit out of CRTs. Frost those tips to get mad pussy. The question was about outdated tips. Bang on the side of the TV for better reception. I grew up thinking that all remote stereos, televisions, and game consoles needed to be hit if they weren't working correctly. Today, I think I'd be furious if I saw my son hitting his Xbox One or Kindle. Don't change your mouse cursor. Wait, what the hell is available for Flash? Ooh. I changed my cursor to the one from StarCraft. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. In fact, yeah, that's pretty cool. My brother loved putting on the cursor trail. Bugged the crap out of me. Oh man, my mom used to get so angry. Really brought down how cool we thought we were. Way to kill our vibe, Mom. Your computer game running too fast or too slow? Switch the turbo button on your computer case on/off. What? The turbo button on your computer case? Rosebud. Still applies to that 2 months ago. I have ISO with every single original add-on. I don't get it. Look for your friend's bicycles on driveways to know where they're playing at. Hide your bikes in the backyard or Trix doesn't know where we're playing. Do whatever the fuck you want. No one has an iPhone to record you and there are no social networks to leave traces. I used to buy old gaming magazines for the demo disc for PS1 games. Some magazines, which were 6 months to a year old, could be $1 to $2. I spent more time on demos than many full games. I used to buy those demo things too. They used to have like demo packs at GameStop. I wonder if they still have those. They were really cheap too. That's how I first got to play God of War. And I can't really think of any other ones. There was one demo pack that had a whole bunch of like really good games on it. Make sure no one is using the phone before hopping on the internet. If the game isn't working, just take it out and blow on it. Sadly, that doesn't work for anything anymore. Still works for my penis 2016. Scan 4. Unpassworded computers infected with sub-7 so you can convince people their computer is possessed by talking to them. Opening/closing the CD-ROM and doing whatever random things you want to it. 1010-321 was the number you could dial to make long-distance phone calls. If your music isn't playing properly, take a number 2 pencil, shove it in one of the holes, and turn it up for a little bit to skip ahead/rewind for reference on a cassette tape. If you're in need of a job, just ask your family and friends. Someone they know will be hiring, guaranteed. When you get upset, throw your phone at the wall because it's indestructible. Plot twist, it's attracted to the wall. If you're having trouble with the website and can't get support, put their domain in whois and you'll get the phone number of one of their techies. Just place a piece of tape over the tab at the button of a VHS to record your porn over it. Just make sure your younger sister doesn't want to watch Land Before Time anymore. I recorded stuff, not porn. I was 6 at the time, onto blank ends. The whole movie plays just fine. But after the credits, there seems an awful lot of extra tape. That seems like an excellent place to record the commercial for that new toy I'm going to beg my parents for. Wow. Cutting the knees out of your jeans with scissors won't look authentic until the holes are too big to be cool. Use a belt sander to get the worn and torn look without having to wait forever because you bought Levi's, because that's the brand that's available and affordable. Not the high-end expensive brands, so regular folks have to buy cheap sweat-shot knockoffs that disintegrate immediately. I remember my dad telling me to just fall off the fucking bike. Your dad's a genius. Typing this number into your Nokia phone will stop the clock, letting you make as many calls as you want for free. My mate is a mobile phone expert. What? TLDR, large phone bill at the end of the month. The parallel port cord cable is much faster than serial when using lap link. When using a switch, make sure to force the NIC to full duplex. Okay. If you buy 5.25 inch disc in bulk, a hole punch can be used to notch the disc and make it writable. If you're daring enough, open your new $300 1571 floppy drive and short the write sensor. This will seriously impress your friends when you're able to write to unnotched discs. Work out numeric code with your family, memorize it. That way your beeper can communicate more efficiently. Entertain yourself for the new millennium by turning off the power on the neighborhood when the clock hits midnight. Put money in savings account and earn 8% interest. What? No gas money? Go to a closed gas station at night and drain the residential fuel from the hose low point at each nozzle for free half gallon. Share the answers for the McDonald's trivia scratchers for free food. Slide a half popsicle stick in the coin return at a bank of payphones, like at a train stop. Go back a few days later with a crooked section of coat hangers, break the popsicle sticks, and pocket a few bucks in change. If your parents pick up the phone, say you need to talk about today's homework. Oh, good one. Make your buddy's floppy drive spin on AIM by directly connecting them with the copy/pasting this code to your buddy. It will try to read the floppy drive even if there isn't anything there. Don't show how much of a nerd or geek you are. You'll be hated, beat up, and have no friends. If you let the last song on Green Day's Dookie CD play, there is a secret song. You can find Mew under the truck parked outside the SSN, but you need to trade a Pokemon that already has Surf to get it. That's not true. This is a very common, not true internet myth. Use a heavy slammer to flip the Pogs. Doesn't have to be the biggest one, just have some heft to it. Don't run into any cracks or rocks that are in/on the ground when riding your Razor scooter. Always good advice, just now the Razor is electric. Get a zip drive. With 100 MB disks, you can back up your entire hard drive. Holy shit. Someone being really annoying in an AOL chat room or just plain annoying on AOL? Send them an IM and use HTML to set the font to some obnoxiously large size. Their computer will crash trying to render it. User a bit later, around mid/early 2000s. Adding S to the end of HTTP so it becomes HTTPS will allow you to completely bypass your school's proxy. Newgrounds and mini-clip to your heart's content. I think I remember doing that. Almost every school computer ran with shared drives. With a little bit of digging, your computer could find a folder called HHTTPD/PDF, and that's where the games would be. Halo and Diablo were installed on many school networks for years before they found out and deleted them. Diablo would have been fun. I remember there's a website you could go to that allowed you to bypass the school's proxy. I used to do that when I went to school, but that was only like in 2008 to 9, I think. Not that long ago. Fun stuff.